Hey everybody. So when Jeff Bezos said that your personal brand is what people say about you when you leave the room, I was like, what do people say about me when I leave the room? And this is what we're going to talk about this entire week. Not about what people say about us behind our back, but about the fact that we send a certain message of ourselves when we are out there, and people decide whether or not to do business with us based on how we present ourselves. So you guys saw the post that I wrote that Jay-Z says, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. What is your personal brand? What is my personal brand? What is the impression that people have of us? Listen to this quote. This is such a wake-up call. Guys, you know how I come to you guys every single week and I say these things that I'm also teaching and preaching and learning from myself. I do this research, I'm learning from the greats and all the movers and shakers in their respective fields. And no matter how long you've been in an area, you are still new at it. You can still learn a thing or two. So listen to what Zig Ziglar said. If people like you, and I know I've quoted this before, if people like you, they will listen to you. Oh, nice. So now and then I have a couple of people listening. Maybe you like me, but he says this. But if people trust you, they will do business with you. And your pursuits up there in terms of priorities is being able to influence people, right? You are a leader. John Maxwell says leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. So people like you that listen to you, but you don't just want people to listen to you. You want them to do business with you. You want them to engage with you. You want them to push through an agenda and to, just rally with you behind a cause. And your personal brand will make or break you in career and business. So let's talk all week about personal branding. What is it? How can I identify it? Which is today's session. How can I build it? How can I grow it? How do I position it? And how do I leverage it and pass it on so that I'm really successful at what I do? Not just for now, but even in posterity. Hey, my name is Modesta Mahigan Buguni. This is an entire week dedicated to you. You have the education, you have the experience, you've gone through all your documents and you're looking good on paper, so you think. And now you want to make sure that when you show up, you show up. That when you deliver, it leaves no doubt that you are the person for the job. That when you show up at a scene, you aim to wow. Not just do a job, not try, not see how it goes, not just try it out this time because it's just a pilot, it's just a little thing. I'm just doing it, a little bit, then I'll scale. No. Whether you're thinking big and starting small, whether you're starting sizable and then you scale, whatever it is, you aim the first chance that you get to engage and to deliver, you absolutely leave everybody floored. This is what personal branding is about. So if you haven't already shared, please do share this. Tag a friend, call a friend. I allow you to get off this feed, go physically, call somebody in your house, in your office right now, and let's get this personal branding conversation going. Now, what essentially is personal branding? Personal branding is an intentional, ongoing process to create a certain image or impression of yourself in the mind of others. It is an intentional. You mean it. You don't just show up. You don't just kind of hope that your CV would sell. You don't just kind of hope that, what you do is enough every single day at work. You are intentional. And you don't do it the one time and then you're like, I tried. Look, I came into this place. I was nice to everybody. I did everything. Like the first 90 days, I read that book and I did everything you could do. I'm tired. They get what they get and they don't get upset. This is who I am. I do what I do. By now, people should know me. I'm done. Not only are you intentional, it is ongoing. You are repeatedly every single day and with everything that you do. And listen, after a while, you won't feel mechanical. You won't feel like, oh my goodness, like here I am. I feel so salesy. I feel so manipulative. I feel like I'm really making an effort and I just feel, a little show-offy out there. When does it end? When will my personal brand have been built? When will I be accepted? It's an ongoing process. And after a while, it won't feel so mechanical. It won't feel so put on because it is really the best of you, allowing the best of you to shine in your career and your business. It's intentional, it's ongoing, it's a process. So you're going to start somewhere. And today and this entire week, we're going to start looking at what that process looks like. So it's not the 7 steps too. It's not a quick fix. It's not just a thing you do for a while and then you're established. I know of brands, and I know you do too, like Coca-Cola just came to mind, that have been there for centuries, and they're continuously reevaluating how they appear. They're changing their story. They're repositioning. They're really speaking to their target audience. And this is what I'd like you to do as well. It's not just for companies. It's not just for big established brands. Every single person, get this, is already a personal brand. Did you know that? You are already a personal brand. People already have made up their minds about how they think about you. So now, rather than asking, hey, who do people say that I am? Hey, when I sent in that application, so how do you think it rates, next to other candidates? Or I know, you guys have a lot of companies pitching to you. So, can you kind of suss out? Mm-mm. You show up. Listen, there's something I saw yesterday. I know I digress, guys, and sometimes I go on rabbit trails, but I just love some of these things that come to me, even as I'm speaking. So yesterday I saw somebody, you know how LinkedIn will show you people who look at you, right? So I saw that somebody who looks at me, this somebody got into the field I'm in after I did, guys. It's not a gossip session. Just listen to this, listen to this, right? And so she checked me out before. She's done that and sent people and everything, kind of like, what are they doing? How do we position? It's the thing you do, right? You check out your competition, you check out the market. And so I've been doing it over the years. So I saw again yesterday and I thought, isn't it interesting? I actually don't look at what other people are doing. Get me. Listen to this. I, first of all, don't see anyone and anyone's business as competition. Why? My calling is to support leaders in their career, their businesses, their ministries to excel. So I am your guide. I am your coach. I am your muse, whatever you'd like to call me. I don't have competition. My competition is what God has put in me to go and really support you guys to do well. So let's just get that established so that people can be comfortable, right? But the other thing is, if I am in an area similar to other people's areas, I don't go and check out what they're doing. Like if we're in the same area, let's say we're both in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, or maybe we're both in the US somewhere, or maybe we're both, I don't know, talking to women, or maybe we're both talking to, agribusiness or whatever it is. I'm not sitting there checking you out. I am working on my personal brand, working on my communication, on what I can do well. Working on really being clear about who my target audience is. Why? Because then I have no doubt that if I'm crystal clear about who I am and what it is I'm doing, I will find the people who find that message resonates with them. Do you get that? We're not out here scoping out the people. We're not out here getting intimidated. Somebody just opened up shop. Oh my goodness, what will that mean to me? When you start feeling anxious like that, tunnel vision, you narrow down and say, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is where I'm going. This is how I mean to go there. This is who I'm speaking to. This is their problem. And this is the solution I'm bringing to them. And you're forever evolving and you're forever looking at how you're serving them and if they are pleased and what else they need. And if you keep doing that, I'm telling you, even if you have 10 people that you're focusing on serving, those 10 will bring you hundreds more. If you even want to get hundreds more, right? So let's get our personal branding really, really clear. Who we are, why we're here, what it is we have to offer, where we're going, how we want to go there, who we're serving, and what will it look like when we've done that successfully? When we have served them successfully, what will it look like for them? And therefore, what not only service and brand would we have created, the image and impression of ourselves and of our businesses to them, but also what kind of legacy will we leave? As individuals, as the packaged products and services that we give them, and even, listen, your mentees, your coachees, your children can inherit from your personal brand. I know of countless stories where people's doors are opened or shut based on affiliation. And so we get it right. We are opening doors or shutting doors, but I pray we're not in the business of shutting doors here. Opening doors for generations of people that were associated with us. So let's get show on the road. Get the show on the road. Get the show. Guys, did you see how much I've enjoyed this? Who's sending me all the love on Instagram? Instagrammers, I love you back. Mwah. God bless you. So now, somebody else said, and I want to get this name right. John Jansch, Jantsch, says personal branding is the art of becoming knowable, of becoming likable, and becoming trustable. So now, first question before, and you guys understand, I'm always talking about, let's do this from the inside out. Let's not talk about how we're going to do things and perform and present. You guys know I'm all about that, right? Let's start with ourselves. Who am I? So if you have a notepad or a device that you can write with, and guys, every time I show up, I kind of hope that you do. Like I'm expecting that you do, because I'll be dropping some things that are relevant to your life and your transformation and your legacy generationally. Who am I? Why am I here? So today we're talking about identifying a personal brand. Who am I? Why am I here? It is important before you go to do for you to establish who you are and why you're here. Why? Because you will align yourself. Listen, because personal branding is an ongoing process, you want to align yourself with people and causes and things that share your purpose, that share your values, that share your vision, that share your work ethic. Because it's not just a one time. You repeatedly think, speak, act. You repeatedly, exhibit certain values. You repeatedly associate yourself with certain people. And after a while, what do? You create a specific image or impression of yourself to others. So there's some people who won't even roll with you. There's some people who won't even roll with me. There's some people who say, little low fish down there. We're eagles out here. And it's nothing personal. I have had several incidences where I was completely turned down by a group and a people that were at a different level. I've had feedback. Listen, you're not at this level yet. Where you're trying to play, that's not your field. I didn't take offense. And please don't take offense. There will be levels that will be look at me. I was like climbing up to. We shall climb up to. No, there'll be levels that we're climbing up to, and each level can recognize a person of that level. Even if we're not talking about being in a group, I'm just saying, guys, personal branding is an amazing thing when you get in. It's not discrimination. It's not trying to fake it till you make it. It's not rubbing up to people, so that you're in their midst. No. Personal branding is about like attracting like recognizing like. So if you have so identified yourself, so set your non-negotiable values, you have so clarified your vision and your target audience so that everything you say completely resonates with who they are, what they're experiencing, what they prefer, how they want to be engaged with, how they want to experience certain products and services, how they want to guide. I just had a conversation with my husband with a professional that we've engaged for something. And I said, this guy is not friendly. And my husband started trying to explain, no, it's not like he's not friendly. Maybe he just wanted to get to the business. I said, no, I am not taking offense. I don't need him to be friendly. I need him to be effective. I need him to be professional. I need him to deliver. So I didn't even take offense that, I just made a note, and my husband just kept quiet after I said that. No. So when people are looking to hire somebody in a position related to your field, would your name come up? Would it be in the top 3? If people are looking to engage businesses in your area, would they consider engaging yours? Why would they do that? And so there is I wonder how I rate and how I will do. And there is a positioning so that not only are you promoting what you have as the go-to, but because of your values and because of your vision and because of the level of which you have, the segment you're targeting and the level of which you have so positioned what you have to offer, even you will turn down certain business. It doesn't align with your values. It doesn't align with your purpose and vision. It doesn't align with who your target market is and the level at which you want to serve them. There are times I will literally, and you can ask out there, send people to other people doing something similar to me. There are times that I have asked people to not continue with things we're doing together. Why? Because we are not aligned. And to continue on that trajectory and not get anywhere is going to, what's the word I told my daughter today? Contaminate the brand. You will hear things this week about protecting your brand. You will hear things this week about leveraging off of your brand as you grow. And all of this comes from you, first of all, being very clear about who you are, why you are here, where you want to go, the values, the standards, the principles you will uphold to get there. Who specifically, very specifically, are you targeting? And more on target market, guys, you'll find so on YouTube, on Purpose and License YouTube channel. I have an entire playlist. It has now 16 videos on becoming a powerful personal brand. You're welcome. And one of them talks about you being very clear about your target market. I would watch that if I were you. So that you're not saying, well, if I discriminate, if I choose this person, not that person, if I say I'm only serving women or only men or only serving, in this, I only give this services and they're not these services, I won't get enough money. You will get enough money. Don't chase the money. Get very clear, because then you will see what you can serve that very specific target audience with that very specific product that you have. And not only will you get more people that can resonate with your clarity, but you can serve those people to no end. You can continue innovating and evolving to be relevant to them in your area. So just in case you haven't been discriminate before, because you thought by restricting myself just to this profession, I won't get a job, or just restricting myself to this target audience while I'm leaving out all these others. No, the clearer you are, the more of those that resonate with you will come to you. Matter of fact, you'll do less work just on the clarity of your brand than you would if you were all over the place and people are like, so who exactly are you speaking to? So what do you do for them? It's just not clear. Okay, fine. You have to do a lot more work selling when you're not clear. My people, is this of value to you? Doing a little brand check-in. Is this speaking to you in your career, in your business? Thank you for the heart. I don't know who'll be hearting me, but I'm loving you back. We need to get clear. So this is your homework for today. It's a short one today. I say short one and then I speak for another 40 minutes. Who am I? Ask yourself that. So you take time with pen and paper. Who am I? Why am I here? Why am I here on earth? So sometimes I throw people off during the master plan class, because the master plan is all about you, your purpose, your values, your vision, and your mission. And people are like, but wait, where does my business vision and mission come in? Where do my business values come in? I say that comes later, because we live our lives in seasons, in chapters. And right now, you could be doing the one thing. That's why even during the master plan class, I'll say your mission is your mission for now. It's what's right for you to do, like only you can do for now. So 1 minute you're studying, the next you're employed somewhere, then you start your business, then maybe you're going to be an industry expert, then you're influencing policy, maybe in a legislative role, then you're maybe a global influencer. I don't know. You have different seasons and different chapters, and you will start different projects and initiatives and businesses and NGOs and all kinds of things. So I'd like you to focus on you before we focus on what you produce as a business, what you produce as a nonprofit, what you produce as a ministry, what comes out of you. But first, you need to be clear about you, because then what people should see across everything that you do, they will see your purpose, they will see your values, they will see your vision and your mission as a person. No matter how varied, because some of us are serial entrepreneurs and we could do many different things. No matter how varied the outcrops of the things that you produce, when you are clear about your purpose and values and vision and mission as a person, people should be able to see all those different things that you're involved in and pick up what kind of person you are, what you stand for, where you're going, who you mean to serve, and what picture of success you have for them after you've served them. So this is what we're going to look at. Today we're starting with, what is personal branding? And what do I need to do to find out what mine is? So you're writing down, who am I? Why am I here? Why am I here on earth? What do I stand for? These are your values. Where am I going in life? This is nice, right? There are times I still ask myself that. I'm like, where exactly am I actually going in life? And who am I serving? On this mission that I have, who am I serving? And we'll go into this later, this very specific need they have that you are coming in as a guide to help them solve. How do I want to get to where I'm going? So you will find that you distinguish yourself in many an area. For instance, how you mean to reach people. So there's some people, they will not start they will not have an office established somewhere, but they will be an expert, an advisor that boards and leadership, organizations will look for them. So they will come in. Of course, they would have something legally established, but they will come in as an individual and not necessarily established somewhere. Especially now, when you can have virtual assistants, etc. There are many ways of engaging. So these questions will go into helping you distinguish your personal brand. So for today, as you come to the understanding that personal branding is my intentional, ongoing process to create a specific image or impression of myself in the minds of others, and that this is not being manipulative, that this is not trying too hard, being overly salesy and positioning and I almost said prostituting. Oh, well, there goes the word. Prostituting yourself. In terms of, my goodness, where's my dignity? How do I do it? Understand, just as businesses do it, individuals can do it, and you will find a way that you can do it that aligns with your values, a way that is authentic, a way that is organic, a way that really resonates with who you are, not something scripted because some coach or some PR expert came and told you do this and this is how you're going to position, but to really bring the best out of yourself. It should be natural. Your personal brand is who you are, but it's putting out the best of who you are. And so if I show up to you guys and you guys know warts and all, I'll be professional the 1 minute somebody look for me on LinkedIn is like, oh, Modi, man, you just finished me. 1 minute you're doing this corporate hustle. Next thing you give me a peace sign in your apron in your kitchen. He's like, just you're all over the place. I am, but it is all me. The professional is me. The strict coach is me. The gangster mother with an apron in the kitchen, that's also me. And if I were to remove any of those things, you would not get me. I would dilute this brand or I would corrupt it somehow. And those that felt that what I am sharing resonates with them would no longer feel that traction. They will no longer feel that bond. And so I must be true to who I am. I remember so many times people saying, Modesta, you're an adult. Or Modesta, you're a Christian. Or Modesta, you're married now. And so there's a certain way. I'm like, look, Jesus knew what he was getting. Mando knew what he was getting. This is me. This is how I show up. And there are those that find this resonates. There's some people I probably annoy to no end. God bless you. I'm not called to you though. So it's good for you to also find out who you are, why you are here, what makes you different. God created all of us unique. What makes you different? Where are you going? What do you have to offer? Like only you can offer this world. Who needs it most? that you feel called to serve? And how then are you going to do it in a way that honors you, but also, is something that they find valuable? So I want you to do that homework for today. Identify your personal brand. What is the image, the specific image or impression that I want to create in the minds of others? Like I mentioned with the professional that my husband and I were speaking with, who just sounded very matter of fact, no, just wasn't friendly. And so I said, ooh, that person's very, businessy, not friendly. And my husband tried to explain. I said, no, don't explain. I don't need him to be friendly. I need him to be effective. I need him to be professional. I need him to deliver. So no, I am not taking offense. I just remarked. So you choose as well. What is the image or impression, the very specific image or impression that you want to create in your career, in your business, but based on your personal brand? Nothing you're putting on, just who you are, the best of who you are. And then this entire week, we'll talk about then how you're going to put that forward. How are you going to build your personal brand? You'll remember it's based on your purpose and your values and your vision and your mission. You're going to look at how to build it. You're going to look at how to position it. The people you're called to need to know you exist, right? The people you're called to need to access you. And I don't mean just have your number or have your email. I mean, there should be something that you put out for them to engage with. Whatever it is you do, you will need to package yourself somehow to make yourself available, whether you're doing live feeds, whether you're writing books, whether you have these meetings once a month with your target audience, or whatever it is that you do. Make sure you have that going. And then how do you leverage that? How can you leverage your personal brand? What did Jeff Bezos say? It is what people say about you when you leave the room. How can you get on the front end of that to create a personal brand that when you leave the room, this is what people will say? Carla Harris, I love her, and I quote her a lot. She says that you can teach people how to esteem you. You can teach people how to treat you. You can teach people how to think about you. How'd you do that, Modesta? People have their own opinions. They'll think what they're thinking. Number one, you're not talking to everybody. So those people you are talking to, you can so present yourself that they know how to engage with you, how to esteem you, what to get from you, and how to interact with you. So think about that. And then after that, how about your personal brand works for you in posterity? That you leave a legacy, whether you're leaving an organization or you left the world. And that those people that have worked with you, whether they were your mentees or your coachees or your children or whoever else is associated with you, just by mention of your name, just to mention that they had worked with you, that they had served, with you, that you had taught them or walked with them, that people say, well, if you went through so-and-so's coaching, look at Modesta trying to sell her coaching services. If you are so-and-so's child, it'll open doors for you until you show up and you do something different, then it'll mess it all up. But you can't do that. You can so build a good name that people associate that industry, that service, that sector, or even help for those people with your name. I'm going to say this, and it just came to mind again, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, I'm mentioning you so much today. If only, I had an affiliate program with you, I'd make money. People would say, in Swahili, nomba coca ya Fanta, nomba coca ya Mirinda. They use Coke to be synonymous with, a soft drink, with soda. And so imagine if people say, okay, fine, I don't even have the heart to joke. I was about to put up my brand and, talk about somebody else's thing associated with my brand, but you get it, right? That you have done so well that, like people saying Scania, when they're talking about trucks that are not Scania trucks, but do so well as a person in your personal branding that even your children and those you had worked with, you had led, you had coached, you had mentored, find it that much easier to be listened to be taken as credible because they went through, life with you or work with you. One of my dreams is to build these global institutions, East, West, North, and South of Africa. And the people that come from those institutions, Just by virtue of mentioning the name of the institution, people will say that's a solid crop. Credible people who stand for values that are invested in making a difference in this world. But it all comes from my understanding who I am, being very clear about what it is that I'm here to do, what makes me different, what values I stand on, where it is that I want to go, who I'm here to serve, what it will look like for them after I've taken them across successfully. And I want you to do the same. So today was what is personal branding? And for you to start identifying yours, have that homework to ask yourself. And then from tomorrow, we start building, growing, leveraging, and even passing on your personal brand. So that whether you're applying for a job, whether you're getting funding for your business, whether you're starting in a new market that does not know you at all, they can pick up the phone, they can go online, they can just ask, and from one word, from a person they trust, doors open for you. And that, my people, is what personal branding is about. The fact that when you are not there to defend yourself, you're not there to sell and market and to really put yourself out there, your name goes before you. And it opens the doors, the right kind of doors that you want open for you. So I am loving this program. Like I told you, I have 16 videos on becoming a powerful personal brand. But that's when you have the time for this. I make the time for this. So you can go to YouTube and start. You can get a head start on this entire week if you would like. Go to YouTube and look at the playlist on Purpose and Excellence channel. Look at the playlist on Become a Powerful Personal Brand and watch. I mean, you can play all and have them reeling, watching back to back. But tomorrow I come back to you. That came out funny. I come back to you tomorrow. Come back to you tomorrow at 8 p.m. East African time, which will be 1 p.m. US Eastern time, with another session on how to build your personal brand. Thank you so much for making it. Who do I have here? Christina, Upendo, Bobby, KZ, Chief Mwakafuje. I can now say your name well in one go. Dean, Gadira, Sophie, Auntie Rosemary, hello, Hillary. Hi, Dada Titi. Hey, neighbor Richard. Apostle Shemeji Melayeki, Dali. Hi, Pam. Who else do we have here? Hello, Esther. She's my mentor and coach, Esther Edwards. Hi, Alec. Hi, Belinda. Hey, Isabel, another sister coach of mine. Stella. Hi, Doc, Shalua, Bella, Anna. Guys, thank you so much for the love. Mojule, Neema. Okay, guys, a lot of people came on today. I am very grateful and looking forward to this week. Hey, my pod. Looking forward to this week on personal branding with you. Much love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Catch you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you. And ending.